Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, welcome Wildcat Bowlers. Another season. Sorry for the slight delay. It's been too long since I've set this stuff up. All right, today's match is a NLL conference match, our first, and it is between the Blue Devils of Springfield and Napoleon. Preston Miller there on lane 37 picks up a strike. Springfield picks up their spare on lane 39. We'll be switching back and forth between the girls and boys matches today. We've got some fresh faces on both sides of both the men's and or the girls and boys team this year. We'll be calling those out. Ashton Kiesling with a strike on lane 37. Got Riley up now on the far lane, lane 39. Strike for him. Springfield bowler misses the 10 pin on lane number 38. Preston Miller up now for Napoleon. And a strike for Preston. Springfield, I think that's picks up 9 for him. I think that's a 7 pin left. Napoleon's new bowlers, Brennan Babcock on lane number 39, gets 9 on his first ball. Ashton with a strike on lane 38. Brennan picks up his spare. Springfield on lane 40. That one drifts left of the head pin, picks up, looks like 8. There's a strike for Springfield on lane 38. Preston now up lane 37. Oh, that goes a little bit high and splits, leaving the 7-10. Looks like Riley now picks up his spare. Springfield with a strike on lane 38. Preston picks up 1 out of 2, about the best he can do there. Springfield gets 9 to fall over on lane number 40. Looks like the 4-pin left. Mason Melia up for Napoleon now on lane 37. Nice ball from Mason there, strike for him. Springfield picks up their spare. Ashton with a nice ball there for a strike on lane 37. All right, we'll switch over to the girls' side for a bit. Napoleon picks up their spare on lane 34.
Yes.
So that was Alexa Miller that just got the spare on lane 34. I'll apologize, I'm still trying to get used to everybody's names, so. And a strike for Napoleon on lane 34. I believe that it was Keegan Schuster. Springfield gets all of them to drop on lane 35. Napoleon up on lane 34 with a strike. I believe that was Lily Light. And 9 for Napoleon on lane 35. I believe that was Ariana Kiesling. Alexa up now, lane 33, picks up 9, leaves a 4-pin. Ariana gets her spare on lane 35. Springfield misses their spare attempt on lane 34. Alexa now with her spare attempt. She picks that up. Carly up. Carly Hohenbrink on lane 35 with a strike. Nice ball from her. Just as a reminder, the high school matches are made up of 2 individual games where they'll have 5 bowlers bowling full games, followed by 3 Baker games where the 5 teammates will take turns bowling 1 frame each. So the first bowler will bowl frame number 1 and frame number 6. And second bowler is frame number 7 and, or I'm sorry, 2 and 7, and so on and so forth. And then total pins wins. Keegan leaves the 5 pin on lane 33. All right, Napoleon boys. Looks like their first bowler finished with a 177. Keegan picks up her spare. Ariana with a strike on lane 36. Mason with a strike on lane number 33, or I'm sorry, 37. Springfield boys pick up their spare on lane 38. Riley up now, lane 39 for Napoleon. And nice ball from Riley there for a strike. Mason now, second ball in the 10th frame. Another strike for Mason. I take that back. The first bowler, which was Preston, finished with a 208. I was looking at the wrong side of the screen. Springfield first bowler was 177. Springfield picks up 9 on lane 38. Mason now, last ball, 10th frame. And he picks up 8 more. And Mason with a nice game of 225. Springfield missed their spare attempt on lane number 39. Brings up Brennan for Napoleon. He's in the 9th frame working on a spare. Oh, and he just missed. All right, that brings up Ashton to start his 10th frame. Riley also coming up on lane number 40. Strike for strike for Ashton. Riley picking up 9, leaving looks like an 8 pin. Ashton now, second ball. Oh, that one comes in light, ends up picking up 6, leaving the 1, 2, 8, and 10. Riley picks up his spare ball. And Ashton picks up 3 out of the 4. So he finishes with a game of 214. So the boys on lanes 37, 38 finished with a 208, a 225, and a 214. Springfield on the same lanes had a 177 and a 178. Brennan picks up 9, leaves the 10 pin behind on lane number 39. Springfield picks up their spare on lane number 40. Brennan now his spare attempt. And he got it. Springfield picks up 6 on lane number 40, leaving the 3, the 6, the 8, and the 10. And Brennan with a strike on his final ball in 10th frame. And he'll end up with a 184. Springfield's third bowler ends up with a 158. On the girls' side, we've got Ariana finishing up with a 245. Carly finished with a 176. Looks like Alexa maybe with a 180, 185. Riley now, spare attempt, picks up the 10 pin. Riley's final ball, 10th frame. And a strike for Riley. So I think that makes him a 247 game. Nice game, Riley. And Keegan picks up her spare. So she'll get one more in the 10th. Springfield's third bowler with a 117. Their second bowler was a 133. It's on the girls' side. Their first bowler was a 180. So it looks like Keegan will end up with a, oh, she's got one more ball. She gets 7 more. And picks up a 162 game. All right, so recapping the boys' scores. Brennan Babcock, 184. Riley Ehlers, 247. Ashton Kiesling, 214. Mason Melia, 225. Preston Miller at 208. That gives him a total of 1078. On the Springfield side, we don't have all the scores yet. They're still finishing up. Sure, we may have had a foot fault here. We'll get Napoleon's final score for Lily here in a minute. They're sorting things out. So Springfield girls at a 124 and a 182, and then a 180, a 133, and a 117. And Napoleon girls had a 245. That was for Ariana. 176 for Carly. Yep. Cleared the scores. All right, we'll stay on the girls here for a little bit. Ariana, Mr. 10 pin there. Picks up 9 for the first frame. Nine for Napoleon. That looks like Keegan on lane 33. Springfield with a spare on lane number 36. Picking up the 3-6. Carly now, her first ball. Comes in light, leaves the washout, the 1, 2, 4, and 10. Springfield picks up their spare, nice ball. Springfield ends up with 9 on lane number 36. Looks like a 9 pin left. Keegan missed her spare attempt on lane 33. Carly picks up 2 out of the 4. Gives her a total of 8 for the first frame. Springfield with a strike on lane number 34. We've got Sophia Coors up now on lane number 33. Picks up 8, leaves the 1, 2. Sophia, one of the 2 remaining girls coming back from last year, the other being Carly. Alexa picks up 9, leaves the 4 pin on lane 34. Springfield girls on lane 36 pick up 7. Looks like the 2, 7, and 8. Sophia now, spare attempt. And that one misses to the right. She'll end up with 8 for the first frame. So Napoleon with 4 out of 5 open frames in the first frame. And he Just settle down, focus on the basics, hit their mark, and follow through. Springfield picks up 9 over on lane 33, leaving the 7-pin. Springfield missed their spare attempt on lane 36, finishes with 7. There's 9 more for Springfield on lane 35, leaves a 10-pin. Keegan coming in light, ends up, looks like 7, maybe 8. It's either the 1-2 or the 1-2-8, I can't tell from here. Springfield picks up their spare. It's just the 1-2 for Keegan. Ariana there with a strike on lane 36. Springfield missed their spare attempt on lane 35. Nice spare there from Keegan, picks it up. Springfield picks up a strike down on lane 33. Carly up now for Napoleon, lane 36, and splits on her. Ends up leaving the the 6-7. Alexa up now for Napoleon on lane 33. That one goes left of target, leaves the 1-3-6, picks up 7. Springfield also picking up 7 on lane 35, leaving the 1-2-4. Carly picks up 1 out of 2, so she'll end the second frame with another open, total of 9 pins. Sophia, another 8 count, leaving the 1-2. And Alexa missed her spare attempt to the left, so she'll end up with 7 in the third frame. This game number 2 now. Sophia now, her spare attempt. She picks up 1 out of the 2. That's 9 total for her. Keegan now up. Picks up 8, leaves the 4-7. Ariana with the big split, leaving the 4-6-8 or 7-10 on lane number 35. Springfield picks up 1 out of 2 on lane 36, leaving the 10-pin standing. Ariana going for at least 2 here. Picks up the 6-10. So that's a total of 8 for the third frame for her. Springfield now, lane 34. And she gets 9, the 7-pin wobbles, but it won't go down. Carly up now, lane 35 for Napoleon. That one comes in high, but it carries for the strike. Sophia now down on lane 33, picks up 5. Springfield picks up their spare on lane 36. Sophia now, spare attempt. And she picks up 2 out of the 5. That's a total of 7 for the frame. Springfield with a strike on lane number 35. Alexa with a strike for Napoleon on lane number 34. That one falls off Springfield's hand on lane number 36. Springfield with another strike down on lane number 33. Keegan picks up 7, leaving the 2-4-5. Seven for Springfield on lane 35, also leaving the 2-4-5. All right, switch back over to the boys' side here. Springfield, spare attempt, lane number 37, picks it up. Slade McCorkle up for Napoleon on lane 38 with a strike. Riley misses his 10-pin attempt, ends up with 9 for the frame on lane 39. Springfield picks up their spare attempt on lane number 40. Ashton Kiesling now on lane number 38, picks up 9, leaves a 7-pin. Springfield, lane number 39. That strikes for him. We've got Andrew Gallagher, another first-time bowler for Napoleon on lane number 40. Ashton picks up his spare on lane number 38. And they all drop for Andrew. That's a strike for him. Springfield with a strike on lane 39. Riley up now for Napoleon. And that 10-pin still don't go down for him. Springfield with a strike a moment ago on lane number 38. Slade McCorkle with 9. He slaps the 7-pin, but it won't go down. Springfield now, lane 38. Nice ball there, gets the strike. Pin comes out of the gutter to tap to 10. Riley picks up his 10-pin for the spare. Slade now, spare attempt, down on lane 37, gets it. Andrew now, lane 39 for Napoleon. That one comes in a little bit light, ends up leaving the 1, 2, 7, and 10. Springfield leaving the 310 on lane number 40, picks up 8. Andrew now, lane 39, picks up 2 out of the 4. Ashton shooting for his spare on lane 37, picks it up. Another new bowler for Napoleon on lane number 38. This is Logan. And he picks up 9, leaves the 4-pin standing. Riley with a strike on lane 39. Probably happy not to shoot at another 10-pin right away. Springfield with 9 down on lane 37, leaves a 10-pin. Another 10-pin for Springfield on lane number 40.
Logan now, spare attempt. And he missed that one inside. 9 count for him. Springfield misses there, spare attempt on lane 40 to the inside. Slade McCorkle up again. Lane 38, leaves the 10-pin standing, gets 9. Springfield with a strike, lane number 40. Springfield leaves sort of a washout, the 1, 2, and 10 on lane number 37, picks up 7. Slade misses his 10-pin attempt inside. He'll end up with 9 for the frame on lane 38. Springfield picks up 2 out of the 3 on lane 37. Brings Andrew back to the line at lane number 40. Ashton with 9, can't get that 10-pin to fall. Andrew gets 9, he leaves the 4-pin. Ashton now, spare attempt here. He picks that one up, nicely done. Springfield had 6 on their first ball in lane 39, left the 1, 2, 7, and 9, and he picks it up, nicely done. Now Andrew trying to clean up this 4-pin here. Oh, and he missed, he pulled that one. Springfield gets all 10 to drop on lane number 39. Slade with a nice strike there for Napoleon on lane number 37. Riley with a strike, that's a double now for him. Springfield leaves the bucket on lane 38, that's a 2, 4, 5, and 8. Nice ball from Springfield there on lane 39 for the strike. Ashton picks up 8, leaves a 6-10. Springfield cleans up the bucket on lane number 38. Springfield with a strike down on lane 40. Andrew now up lane 39. That one drifts just a little bit high and it splits on him. Ends up leaving the 4-10. Logan up to the line for Napoleon, lane 38. Logan the only two-handed bowler for Napoleon. And a nice strike ball from him. And Springfield picks up 9, leaves the 4-pin. Andrew picks up 1 out of the 2, cleans up the 4-pin, leaves 10 standing. Slade now, lane 38 for Napoleon. Swings that one out wide, it won't come back. Ends up getting 7, leaves the 1, 2, and 4. Riley now. Ends up getting 9, leaves the 4-pin. Slade now. Picks that one up. Spare for him. Riley with what looks like either the 4 or the 7 pin. Picks it up either way. That's a spare for him. All right, looks like Preston's in for Andrew now on lane number 40. And he ends up with a big split. Ends up leaving the 4, 6, 7, 10. Springfield picks up their spare on lane 37. Preston trying to get at least 2 here on lane 40. Picks up the 6 and the 10. And a strike for Springfield on lane 38. They're starting to come alive. Logan now, lane 37. And a strike for Logan. That's a double for him. Riley now, lane number 40. And a strike for Riley. That's 3 in a row now for him. I'm sorry, Logan's got 3 strikes in a row. Slade up now, lane number 37 for Napoleon. That one comes in light, leaves a 1, 2, 4, picks up 7. Springfield picks up, looks like 5 on lane number 40. Slade picks up his spare. Springfield picks up 1 out of 3 on lane number 39. Ashton now up for Napoleon. Nice ball there from Ashton for a strike. Strike ball for Springfield on lane 39 as well. Springfield with a nice ball cleaning up the spare on lane number 40. Logan up now, lane 38 for Napoleon. And he leaves the 10-pin stand. Preston now, lane 39 for Napoleon. And another 10-pin standing for Preston. Springfield gets 7 on lane 37, leaving the 6, 7, 10 split. A strike for Springfield on lane 40, though. Springfield picks up 2 out of the 3 on lane 37. Nice ball there from Logan, picks up the spare. Preston looking to duplicate. And he does. So spares for both Logan and Preston. Strike for Springfield on both lanes 37 and lanes 40. Riley up now in lane 39. And he splits. That's another 4, 6, 7, 10 split. We've seen way too many of those today. Logan with a strike. So that'll finish off his 10th frame. And that's a 184 game. Springfield's first bowler with a 185 in the 10th frame. Riley picks up 2. Slade up to start his 10th frame now in lane 38. And a strike to start things off, building on a spare from the 9th frame. Preston now. And he gets 8, leaves the 2-8 standing. He's in the, this is his 10th frame. Springfield gets 6, leaves the 1, 3, 6, and 8. Slade now, second ball, 10th frame. And another strike for Slade. Preston knocks both of those down for a spare. He'll get one more in the 10th. Springfield picks up 3 out of the 4 on lane 39. Slade now his last ball, 10th frame. Preston his last ball. Slade with a strike. Preston with a strike. So Slade ends up with 203. And Preston and Andrew combined for a 136. Springfield leaves a 10 pin on lane 39. Ashton now 10th frame. Gets a strike to start things out. Riley does likewise, a strike for Riley within the 10th frame. That's 3 in a row now for Ashton. Springfield does pick up their spare. Another strike for Riley. Ashton picks up 7, leaving the 3, 6, 10. Springfield looks like maybe 9 on lane 39. Ashton now, last ball, 10th frame. Picks up the spare. Riley with another strike. That's 3 strikes in the 10th for Riley to close things out. So 222 for Ashton. And 192 for Riley. Springfield, I see scores of 135, 146. And he picks up 9 on his first ball of 10th frame, leaving the 7th pin. All right, we'll switch over to the girls here. They're starting their 10th frame. Sophia with the 310, picks that up. Looks like Ariana finished with a 191. Carly, starting her 10th frame, picks up 9, leaves a 2 pin. Keegan picks up the spare. Carly picks up her spare. Looks like a 177 for Alexa. Springfield on lanes 33 and 34, their first bowler has a 171. Their third bowler on 35 and 36 for Springfield, a 163. Carly, that one drifts high. She gets 7, leaving the 3-6-10. And she'll end up with a 157 for the second game. Springfield picks up their spare. Springfield with 8 on their first ball on lane 33, leaving the 4-7. Springfield picks up 7 on her first ball in lane 35, leaving the 1-3-6. Springfield picks up 1 out of the 2, picks up the 7-pin. Keegan with a strike to finish out the 10th frame. Or is that to start the 10th frame? Start the 10th frame, my bad. Springfield's spare attempt. She misses that one to the left. Ends up with 7 for the 10th frame. That gives her a 92. So 124, 163, and a 92 for Springfield. That's 9 for Keegan on lane number 34. Keegan will finish with a 159. And looks like we might have a scoring issue here. Looks like the pins maybe not reset after the 10th frame for one of the bowlers. All right, Sophia up now. 10th frame. Picks up 6. Leaving the 2, 4, 7, and 9. No, I'm sorry, that's the 2, 4, 5, and 7. And she'll pick up 1 more. And that gives her a total of 101. All right, now we're moving into the Baker competition. Preston up first for the boys. Starts them off with a strike. Springfield's first bowler, also with a strike. Brennan starts out with a 9, leaves a 10 pin. Picks up the spare. Springfield picks up 9, leaves the 10 pin. Mason picking up 6, leaves the 1, 4, 5, and 7. Springfield picks up their spare. Mason picks up his spare. Springfield gets 9, leaves the 6 pin. Springfield picks up 8, leaves the 3, 6. Ashton with a strike on lane number 40. Springfield picks up their spare in lane 39. Preston Miller with a strike on lane number 40 for Napoleon. That's 3 in a row now for Napoleon. Springfield with a baby split, leaving the 2, 7. Picks up 8. Brennan now up for Napoleon. That one comes in high and splits. Another 4, 6, 7, 10 for Napoleon tonight. Springfield picks up 1 out of the 2. So an open frame for Springfield in the 6th. Brennan ends up with no more extra pins. He'll end up with 6 pins in the 7th. Springfield now up, lane 39. And they all drop for him. That's a strike for Springfield. Mason up now. And another split for Napoleon. This one the 4, 7, and 9. Mason, spare attempt. And he gets it. Nice ball. Springfield, spare attempt. Picks it up. Strike for Napoleon in the 9th frame. Springfield also with a strike in the 9th frame. Springfield with a slight advantage. Ashton now, 10th frame. And another split for Napoleon, this time leaving the 4, 6, and 10. Springfield gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. Oh, he almost got that one to roll out of the gutter, but picks up 2. So Napoleon will finish with a 182 in the first Baker game. And Springfield picks up their spare. They'll get 1 more. So Springfield sitting at 183, so plus whatever this ball is, so that they'll take the first Baker game. But remember, this is based on total pins. All right, Springfield finishes out the 10th frame with a strike. All right, we'll switch over to the girls' match. Springfield girls with a strike on lane number 35. Keegan, it looked like, picked up 7 on her first ball. Leaves the 3, 6, 10. Nice cover there, picks up the spare. Springfield picks up 1 on their first ball. That's in the 8th frame. All right, another first-year Napoleon bowler. This is Raven, and that one slips off her hand. Springfield picks up 9. Looks like the head pin left. Raven picking up 6 on her second ball. Springfield missed their spare attempt on lane 35. Carly up now for Napoleon. That one comes in just a little bit high, ends up leaving the 4-pin. Springfield's anchor bowler picks up 9, leaves the 7-pin. Carly now, spare attempt here. And she's got it. And Springfield misses their spare attempt. So finishes with a 122 in the first Baker game. Ariana with a nice ball there for a strike. Ariana goes high on her second ball in the 10th, picks up 7, leaves the 3-6-10. And Ariana picks up her spare. We'll switch back over to the boys. So 134 for the girls in the first Baker game. Andrew with a strike for Napoleon. That's 3 in a row now for Napoleon. 9 for Springfield, leaves the 10-pin. That one was a little high. Napoleon already in the 8th frame. Springfield still in their 4th. Mason pulled it, ends up picking up 3. Springfield picks up their spare. Mason picks up 5 more for a total of 8. Springfield comes in light, but manages to get 9 of them to drop, leaving the 2-pin behind. Slate up now for Napoleon. Nice ball from Slade. That's a strike for Napoleon. That's the 9th frame. Springfield picks up their spare. Preston and another 4, 6, 7, 10. That's got to be at least 5 of those I've seen today for Napoleon. This is the second or third pick. Springfield, spare lane 40. Missed inside. So Napoleon finished the second Baker game with a 190. All right, switch over to the girls' match. Springfield picking up 9 on lane 36. Napoleon up. Looks like Raven got 9 on her first ball. And she'll miss the spare attempt. Springfield girls gives the 10-pin a nudge for the spare. Carly goes high, picks up 9, leaves the 3-pin. Springfield girls go high, ends up getting 8, leaving the 6-10. Carly now her spare attempt. Picks it up. So a spare in the 4th for Napoleon. This is their second Baker game. Springfield, their spare attempt. Picks it up. Strike for Ariana over on lane number 35. That's the 5th frame. Springfield girls with 9 leaves the 10-pin. That's their 7th frame.
There you go.
Springfield missed their spare attempt. Macy picks up the spare. That's another new bowler for the girls this year.
So on the boys' side, Springfield finished up with a 171 to 190 for Napoleon. Springfield with a split, leaving the 1 and looks like the 4 pin. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the 4-5. My bad. Springfield missed both. That gives them 8 in the 8th. That looks like Keegan shooting in lane 35. Gets 7, leaves the 3, 6, and 10. Another split for Springfield girls on lane 36, this time the 6-7. And Keegan misses her spare attempt. Springfield misses both of hers. This looks like Raven for Napoleon. She'll pick up 3, it looks like. Oh, 4, I'm sorry. It looked like a split, another split there for Springfield, but then the 8 pin fell, leaving just the 10 pin. Raven picks up about 4 more. That's a total of 8 for her in the 8th. Girls are going to need some big frames here from Carly and Ariana in the 9th and 10th frames. Springfield missed her spare attempt. And Springfield finishes with a 148. Carly gets 9, can't get the 4 pin to go down. Spare attempt. Got it. Ariana needs to start out with a strike here. Ariana, lane number 35. And she picks up 9, leaves the 6 pin. That's not going to be giving Napoleon enough for the second Baker game, but remember, it's based on total pins. Looks like the best they can do if they strike out here would be 146.
count for Ariana. So that gives them 144. I thought they had 126 in the ninth. They had 125. Slade picks up 8. Leaves the 4-7. Spare for Springfield. That's their 5th frame in the final Baker game. Slade now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Springfield with a strike. That's in the 6th frame. Preston now, 5th frame for Napoleon. And a strike for Napoleon. Springfield gets 9, gets the 10 pin to drop late, leaving just the 5. Strike for Logan on lane number 39 for Napoleon. Springfield picks up their spare in the 7th. Andrew goes left to the head pin, leaves the 6-10 standing. Springfield goes high, leaves the 6-pin standing, gives it a nudge, but it won't go down. Andrew picks up just the 6-pin, so a 9 count in the 7th frame. Springfield picks up the spare. Brennan up now for Napoleon. That one missed the head pin left. Looks like 7 maybe. Yep, looks like the 3, 6, and 8. Strike for Springfield in the 9th frame. Brennan picks up the spare for Napoleon. All right, Springfield now, 10th frame. That one goes high, leaves a 6-10. Springfield picks up their spare. Looks like they've got whatever issue is going on figured out. Slades up, 9th frame. And a strike for Napoleon. Springfield closes out the 10th frame with a strike. That gives them a game of 2-0-4. Preston picks up 8, leaves a 3-10 split. Preston now, second ball, picks up 1 out of the 2. And they'll finish their 3rd Baker game with a 159. Moving back over to the girls' side to finish out the 3rd Baker game. Springfield with a strike on lane number 35. Sophia up now for Napoleon on lane 36. Picks up, 7-pin drop, so it picks up 9. Leave just the 2-pin left. Springfield gets 8, leaves the 1-2. Oh, no, not the 1-2, I'm sorry, the 3-5. Sophia, spare attempt, misses right. They'll bring up Raven next for Napoleon. Drifts to the left side, gets the strike on the Brooklyn. Springfield missed their spare attempt. Carly up now for the girls. lead. She gets 9. Looks like the 8-pin left. All right, we got the boys' final here. First game, Napoleon, 1078. Second game, 927. With Baker games of 182, 190, and 159 for a total of 2,005. I'm sorry, team total was 2536. 2536. Springfield with games of 814 and 896. Baker games of 193, 171, and 204 for a total of 2278. So 2536 to 2278. Napoleon, your winner in the boys' side. Springfield picking up 7, leaving the 2, 4, and 7. Ariana left the 6-10 on her first ball in the 10th. Oh, and she loses that one off her hand. It goes in the gutter. Napoleon girls finished the third Baker game with a 124. Springfield in the 9th frame picks up 1 more. Springfield's final bowler up. And Springfield with a strike to start the 10th frame. Springfield up for her second ball in the 10th. Picks up 9, leaves the 10-pin. All right, final ball for Springfield. Picks up the spare. So Springfield finishes Baker game number 3 with a 117. All right, wait for the coaches. All right, so girls had 858 in the first game, 785 in the second game for a total of 1643. Baker games of 134, 144, and 124 for a total of 2045. Springfield had games of 736, 734 for a total of 1470. So 120 Baker games of 122, 148, and 117 for a total of 1470. So boys and girls both win today. All right, thank you guys for joining the live stream.
my pleasure bringing it to you. We've got our kickoff tournament down in Columbus on Saturday. Should start right around 12:30. I am planning on making the trip. We will try and have live stream cameras going for both the boys and girls on separate streams. So join us on Saturday, and as always, go Wildcats.